Hey guys, luigifan here, and since I haven't posted in a long time, 3 days, I decided to do a very creepypasta special. I guess that's what I'm going to name it now. Starting with Hypno's lullaby. I'm not going to actually read the creepypasta, I'm just going to read the poem to save time. So, what you were most likely seeing on the screen now is Hypno. Good for you. Okay, so the poem goes, "Come little children, come with me, safe and happy you will be. Away from your homes, now let us run. With Hypno, you'll have so much fun. Oh little children, please don't cry. Hypno won't hurt. Fly, be free to play. Be free to play. Come down in my cave with me to stay. Oh little children, please don't squirm. Those ropes I know will hold you firm. Hypno tells you this is true, but sadly Hypno lied to you. Oh little children, you mustn't leave. Your families for you will grieve. Their minds will unravel at their seams, allowing me to haunt their dreams. But surely all of you must know that it is time for you to go. Oh little children, you weren't clever. Now you should stay with me forever." Now I gotta talk about it. Actually, this is very believable, mostly because apparently in Pokemon, I've actually researched this. This is true. Hypno has a connection with children, and apparently he actually took the life of one somehow. I don't know how, but that actually happens. There was an accident, apparently. That's basically the only reason why it's a little bit believable. I mean, I wouldn't really expect anything different, like an assumption. I wouldn't expect a different assumption just from that. I mean, you think about Hypno's connection to children and him taking the life of one would probably come up with this poem. Oh, it's blue! It's blue! It's blue! It's no longer blue. Don't you love blue? It's pretty, isn't it? Look at. There, now it's creepier and you're probably blind. It is a really good poem, I guess. In fact, I think I might put it in the description. Maybe not. You guys are going to look up the wiki or the website itself. I usually use the wiki because it's much easier, in my opinion. But yeah, Hypno's lullaby. Now let's move on to the next creepypasta. Ooh, scary. The next creepypasta is Dead Bart. Apparently it's a very popular creepypasta. I never heard of it. But, I'm just going to read it anyway. You know how Fox has a weird way of counting Simpsons episodes? They refuse to count a couple of them, making the amount of episodes inconsistent. The reason for this is a lost episode from season 1. Finding details about the missing episode is difficult. No one who was working at the show at the time likes to talk about it. From what was being pieced together, the lost episode was written entirely by Matt Groening, Steph MacFarlane. During production of the first season, Matt started to act strangely. He was very quiet, seemed nervous and morbid. Mentioning this to anyone who was present resulted in them getting very angry and forbidding you to ever mention it to Matt. I first heard of it at an event where David Silverman was speaking. Someone in the crowd asked about the episode, and Silverman simply left the stage, ending the presentation hours early. Not earlier, sorry. I'm messing up with words. I always do. Get used to it. This episode's production number was 7G06. The title was Dead Bart. The episode labeled 7G06, Moaning Lisa, was made later and given Dead Bart's production code to hide later's existence. Okay. The page is not loading, so I cannot scroll down. Here you go. Motion sickness to everyone. In addition to getting angry, anyone who was on the show about this will cause them to do everything they can to stop you from directly communicating with Homer Simpson. At a fan event, I managed to follow him after he spoke to the crowd, and eventually had a chance to talk to him alone as he was leaving the building. He didn't seem upset that I had followed him, probably probably expected a typical encounter with an obsessive fan. When I mentioned the lost episode, though, all color drained from his face and he started trembling. When I asked him if he could tell me any details, he sounded like he was on the verge of tears. He got a piece of paper, wrote something on it, and handed it to me. He begged me never to mention the episode again. The piece of paper had a website address on it. I would rather not say what it was, for reasons you'll see in a second. I entered an address into my browser, and I came to a site completely black, except of a line of yellow text, a download link. I clicked on it, and a file started downloading. Once the file was downloaded, my computer went crazy. It was the worst virus I've ever seen. System restored and it worked. The entire computer had to be rebooted. Before doing this, though, I copied the file onto a CD. I tried to open it into my now empty computer, and as I suspected, there was an episode of The Simpsons on it. So wait, you had to completely erase all the memory off your computer because of that one download, but you put it into your computer again. Seems legit.
Well, if you put it onto a disc, it's a totally different story, though.
I don't care.
You should care.
The episode started off like any other episode, but it had a poor quality animation. If you've seen normal original animation for Some Enchanted Evening, it was similar but less stable. The first act was fairly normal, but the way the characters acted was a little off. Homer seemed angrier, Marge seemed depressed, Lisa seemed anxious, Bart seemed to have genuine anger and hatred for his parents. More motion sickness. This episode was about the Simpsons going on a plane trip. Near the end of the first act, the plane was taking off. Bart was fooling around, as you'd expect. However, as the plane was about 50 feet off the ground, Bart broke a window on the plane and was sucked up. From the beginning of the series, Matt had an idea that the animated style of the Simpsons would represent life, and that death turned things more realistic. This was used in the episode. The picture of Bart's corpse was barely recognizable. They took a full advantage of it not having to move and made an almost photorealistic drawing of this dead hyper realistic blood. I know it's gonna come in here. I know. Never mind. Act 1 ending was a shot of Bart's corpse. When Act 2 started, Homer, Marge, and Lisa were sitting at their table crying. The crying went on, and it got more pained and sounded more realistic. Better acting than you would think possible. The animation started to decay even more as they cried, and you could hear murmuring in the background. The characters could barely be made out, and they were stretching and blurring. They looked like deformed shadows with random bright colors thrown out on them. There were faces looking in the window, flashing in and out, so you were never sure what they looked like. The crying went on for all of Act 2. Act 3 opened a little title card saying 1 year had passed. Homer, Marge, and Lisa were skeletally thin and sitting still at the table. There was no sign of Maggie or the pets. They decided to visit Bart's grave. Springfield was completely deserted. As they walked to the cemetery, the house became more and more decrepit. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. They all looked abandoned. When they got to the grave, Bart's body was just lying in front of his tombstone, looking just like it did at the end of Act 1. The family started crying again. Eventually, they stopped and just stared at Bart's body. The camera zoomed in on Homer's face. According to summaries, Homer tells a joke at this part, but it isn't audible in the version I saw. You can't tell what Homer is saying. And the view zoomed in and out. It zoomed out as the episode came to a close. The tombstones in the background had the names of every Simpsons guest star on them. Some of them some that no one heard of in 1989, some that haven't been on the show yet. All of them had death dates on them. For guests who died since, like Michael Jackson and George Harrison, the dates were when they would die. The credits were completely silent and seemed handwritten. The final image was the Simpson family on a couch, like in the intros, but all drawn in hyper realistic, lifeless style of Bart's corpse. And a thought occurred to me after seeing the episode for the first time. You could try to use the tombstones to predict the death of any living Simpsons guest star, but there's nothing odd about most of the ones that haven't died yet. Where's my bar thing? All of their deaths are listed as the same date. Weird. Okay, now I gotta talk about this, sadly. Well, you can just kind of look at this super sexy picture of Homer Simpson. Here. Let me zoom that in on you. Or zoom it in for you. Yes, it's beautiful. Yes. Are you puking yet? This reminds me a lot of the Squidward suicide. Like, a lot, a lot. As a matter of fact, that was what I was going to do after this, because I never actually read this one. But I guess I'm not reading Squidward suicide anymore, because I think I just read it in a different show form. Even though Squidward suicide's more, how you say, gory, I guess. This one still comes in pretty good, I guess. It's not that bad. You can check it out, I guess, if you want to see this super sexy picture. Um, as long as you promise not to fap to it, I'm fine. Um, yeah, that's Dead Bart. On to the next creepypasta, which I have to plan because I was going to do Squidward suicide, but now I can't. And for the final creepypasta, you get to see me. Because you are not going to need to see the screen for this one, because I am going to be experimenting with the Lavender Town syndrome. I do have the original beta Lavender Town theme from Pokemon Red and Blue, I think it was in Japan? Not green? I don't know. I have the beta theme, and it goes on for like 15 minutes, I think. I'm going to sit here and listen to it. I'm going to tell you all the side effects I feel while listening to it, and hopefully I don't kill myself. Sorry if you've had a past with suicide in your family. That is a pretty serious thing. I feel bad for myself now. Anyway, let's open up File Explorer. You cannot see what I'm doing, but I am in fact doing this. In fact, you guys can listen to Lavender Town while I'm listening to it, because I'll play it in the background, because I'm that nice to you guys.
Don't do it to him, Vaughn. Don't do it.
Lavender Town original, I think. This one. Japanese version from Pokemon Red and Green.
You lied. It was green.
I got it volume 26. Oh, just in case. You can't hear this, right? You can't, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
He is sitting right next to me, so just so we know, just so I don't cheat, I'm making him sit there.
He forced me to sit here. Call the police.
My singing voice is beautiful.
Doing anything?
So far nothing. Usually I don't get a headache while I listen to a song. I listen to it a lot, but I haven't actually listened to the full song for like 15 minutes at the volume of now 30. Ooh, I don't like that noise. This does have some frequencies in it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I do hear some frequencies. I don't know.
The only thing you're feeling right now is motionlessness.
Yeah. I'm not really feeling anything.
Maybe the dubstep version will change that.
I don't understand why people think this song is like would give them a headache. I listen to it all the time. I do find it a really amusing song. It's one of my favorite songs on my computer. I don't know. Is that weird?
Yeah. You're in love with Lavender Town. You have to move there in real life now. Yay! Dead animals everywhere!
Headbanger. Oh crap. Okay, I'm starting to suffer from a minor headache. No, I can't really feel it, but I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Hello. Notice my hair's messy. I haven't combed it yet today.
You think yours is bad? My head's a giant fluffball.
I thought I'd have a headache by now, but I really don't. What's this song go for? Let me check. 6 minutes. The song goes on for 6 minutes. We're halfway through it. How's it going? No, don't turn it off. It's fine at 30. Fine, I'll turn it up. Because we're halfway through. 44. Help me. I'm going to turn up the game volume all the way on for my headset set here. Notice the mirror effect. Rignag.
Sit on it. Saying, I can't even read that one.
Yeah, there's a weird mirror effect going on with my webcam. Hi. I love this song, like I really do. Ow! Ow! Don't do that! Okay, now I'm getting goosebumps a little bit, actually. Up a little louder, I guess. On the way to 100, baby. Yeah!
Oh my god.
Holy crap, this sounds creepy at 100.
I can hear it.
I know you can. This is... Oh, ow, it's making my eyes cry a little bit. It's getting higher pitched. It's higher pitched. Why? Ow!
Imagine being locked in a room in a straitjacket with that headset on and having to listen to the song 24/7.
I can't hear you.
Good.
It's over. Well, I don't feel like killing myself, so I think I suffered pretty. I think I did pretty good. I did not get the worst side effect. Apparently other side effects included depression, suicidal thoughts,
Murdering your best friend.
murdering my best friend with this pencil I have missing.
No.
I'm gonna go check if my ears are bleeding. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you enjoyed. This is my makeup for missing a lot of days without making a video. I've been really busy, you guys. Like, really busy with him.
Really busy.
Also, I'm going to be getting a surgery around the beginning of summer. I have to get my hernia out, and I also need to... I don't know when we're going to get the surgery. Maybe next year. Just to let you guys know. I need to get a bar placed under my ribs, because apparently they're growing too fast, and they're going inward. So I need to get a bar placed under there so they don't bend back. They're like braces for ribs, I guess.
Oh, that'd be weird if it didn't work right and the bone just started to wrap around the metal.
Yeah, I know. And I have to keep it in there for 3 years. So.
Hey, at least nobody could see it. Like they would be able to see braces.
Yeah. I've been known as train track ribs.
Brace chest.
So yeah.
Don't worry, brace chest. You have a metal bra.
Bye.